Hi, hello all. Welcome back to our YouTube channel, The Concept Coach, where learning becomes understanding. As part of the UPSC CSE previous year question paper analysis, today we will learn from the question number 41 to 45 from the 2026 paper set A. Now, let us start with the 41 question. Here, the question is asking about the genetic medicines. Okay, which of the following statement with regard to genetic medicines is or correct? Okay, now we will read the statement number one. Genetic medicines correct or compensate for the faulty genes responsible for disease. This is absolutely correct. The fundamental principle for the genetic medicines is the statement number one is only. What will do these genetic medicines? This will replace the faulty genes. This medicine kill the defected genes, defected genetic cells, and also and if we having any harmful genetic cells, these genetic medicines will silence that harmful genetics, silencing harmful harmful genes. Okay, these all the things did by genetic medicines. Okay, for example, sickle cell diseases. Okay, these are the fundamental duties of genetic medicines in our body. Okay, now let us move to the second statement. Engineered viruses and lipid nanoparticles are used as carriers of the genetic medicines. Correct. These are the roles played by genetic medicines. But what are the carriers for these genetic medicines? Now now it comes under the engineered viruses like anido viruses, or else anido associated viruses can deliver these genetic medicines into targeted cells. Here targeted cells is very important. Okay, next coming to lipid nanoparticles. Lipid nanoparticles are also target cells, target one diseased cell, and it will deliver that genetic medicines. What for example, during COVID-19 vaccinations are one of the example for these lipid nanoparticles. And now coming to the statement number 3, genetic medicines alter the entire DNA sequence. This is not correct. Entire DNA is not correct. Just we are discussed. This genetic medicine will target only one diseased cell. So this is a target based genes will affect, not entire genetic sequence. Okay. So what are the statement correct? One and two are correct. So option C is the correct explanation for this 41 question. Next, we will move on to the 42nd question. Here the second question is asking as which of the following statement with regards to large language models used in machine learning is or are correct. Okay, now coming to the statement number one. LLMs means large language models assign probabilities to the next possible words and then pick pick the one with the highest probabilities. That is correct. The main principle of LLM is to assign the probable tokens, to take the probable token. For example, India, the capital of India is the capital of India is next word it will search. The next word might be Delhi, or else Mumbai, or else Ahmedabad. Some cities it will analyze, but from all those tokens it will take Delhi, which is a high probable word. So Mumbai maybe 20% probability, Ahmedabad maybe 20%, 20% probability. Delhi is the highest probable token. So this large language model will take that token from that statement. So it will analyze the next token. And coming to the statement number 2, LLMs process data through mathematical optimization to minimize the prediction errors. This is also correct. For example, it will take Delhi as the capital of India, but Delhi, whether it may be Delhi, whether it may be Mumbai, whether it may be Ahmedabad, but it will take one token and it will compare the actual token, which is correct. So this comparison, and it will handle many billions of parameters also. So it will optimize through the mathematical um, parameters only. Okay, so the statement number 2 is also correct, because for example, um, some members will do checking purpose, they enter as a the capital of India is Mumbai. I'm taking this as an example, but I'm whether any statement, for suppose another data, another fact, one person will enter, but he don't know the correct answer, he will enter bad answer, wrong answer only. So they have accumulated some probabilities, no, that tokens. So somewhat probability they were accumulated for that specific statement, like the capital of India, like it. So, so each token have some probability. What are the highest probability it is? The statement will automatically choose in that document. These predictions and all these predictions and optimization will override with the mathematical operations only. Okay. So next, coming to the statement number 3, LLMs produce unbiased outputs. This is the trap here. LLMs can produce biased outputs uh, based on the source. For suppose, while training the LLMs, it is having some sources. Feel it can produce the biased outputs. So this is the limitations for LLM. This is the limitations for large language models. So 1 and 2 are correct. Option B is the correct explanation for the first 42nd questions. Next, now we will move on to the 43rd question. Which of the following statement with regard to stealth technologies are correct? First of all, we want to know what is stealth technology. Why we are using that stealth technology? Stealth technology is nothing but it will reduce the detectability of stealth objects like aircrafts or ships or any military platforms. So it will protect the direct detectability by another surveillance systems. So now coming to the statement number 1, here stealth objects have a very small radar cross section or coated with radar absorbing material. Here we need to understand what is radar cross section. Radar cross section is nothing but reflection of the radar energy, reflection of the radar energy. So here these stealth objects have very small radar cross section. That means it will reflect only very less amount of uh, radar energy, so that any other surveillance system face difficulty to identify the exact location of that aircraft, uh, fighter jet something, etc. Okay, so it is stealth objects having very small radar cross section, it is correct. And they are coated with radar absorbing material. What are radar absorbing material? In the name itself it is there, radar absorbing material. Whenever some radar sources will emit into our object to find out, these material will absorb that radar energy. So very less radar can be emitted, maximum amount of radar it will absorb, so that radar absorbing material will be coated on stealth objects. So correct, stealth objects having very small radar cross section, and as well as it is coated with radar absorbing material. So the statement number 1 is correct. Now coming to the statement number 2, stealth objects can be detected using specific frequency. Now in the statement number 1, we are told that it will the stealth object reduce means it will not completely invisible, it will not made completely invisible. Somewhat visibility is there with some other ways. For example, low frequency methods, VHF or else UHF, and also multi static radar. So through these methods the stealth objects can be found. Okay, so the statement number 2 also correct. Now coming to the statement number 3, stealth objects are coated with metamaterial to increase the scattering of electromagnetic radiation. It is not correct. Scattering means it is reflecting radar energy. Then what is the point of using this stealth objects? We need to reduce the detectability means we need to reduce the emission or else scattering of this radar energy or electromagnetic radiation. So here it is mentioned as it will increase the scattering. So it is absolutely wrong statement. So advanced researchers are telling that using meta materials in stealth objects is helpful to decrease the scattering of electromagnetic radiation, not to increase. So the statement number 3 is wrong, and select the answer using the code given below, which are correct means 1 and 2 are correct. So option C is the correct explanation for the question number 43. Now let us move to the 44 questions. 44th question. Which of the following statement with regard to black boxes used in modern aircraft is or correct? So here the question came based on the black boxes. Recently, we have many incidents on aircraft aircraft crashes. So that's why this question came into this UPSC CSE paper. So the statement number 1, they carry a beacon emitting red light pulses to facilitate underwater detection. Here the key terms are, one is beacon and second is red light pulses and third is underwater detection. Here we need to observe this contain underwater this will contain underwater locator beacons. So the flight modern crafts will contain underwater locator beacons, which will activate whenever this craft, this airplane contact with the water, whenever crash happens. So by activating this ULBs, it will release the ultrasonic sounds. What will do this ultrasonic sounds? This will emit the sounds. This will make sounds that will make echoes so that search teams can find the distance by using that echo. So these underwater locator beacons will emit the ultrasonic sounds, ultrasonic waves, not a red light pulses. So the statement number 1 is wrong. Now coming to the statement number 2, they record both cockpit voice and flight data. It is correct. The black box contains cockpit voice recorder. What will do this cockpit voice recorder? It will record pilot pilot conversations, and it will record any alarms. It will record any flight cockpit sounds are there. It will record. So CVR is helping to record those things. And coming to flight data recorder, FDR. So what will do this FDRs? It will calculate billions of parameters on flight. What is the altitude the flight is traveling? At what altitude the flight is traveling, at what speed the flight is traveling, and what are the inputs given at the time of traveling. So like that many parameters it will record. So the statement number 2 is correct. And coming to the statement number 3, their memory units are made using either stainless steel or titanium. Correct. If we are using CVR and FDR, but we are not protecting, then what is the point using these CVR and FDR? Those are memory units. We need to protect that CVR and FDR, no? That's why that's why to protect that CVR and FDR, we are using stainless steel and titanium. What will whenever an accident, whenever an crashes occurred, extreme crashes occurred, or else it will protect from intensive pressure, it will protect from intensive temperature, extreme temperature, and also it will protect from immersified water. Whenever the flight is immersified in water, in those in those events, this CVR and FDR, those memory units must be protected. So it will uses stainless steel and titanium. This statement number 3 also correct. So here asking correct statement only. So 2 and 3 are correct. So option B is the correct explanation for the 44th question. Now we will move on to the 45th question. Here So here the question is given about the green hydrogen. First of all, what is green hydrogen? Green hydrogen is nothing but water. Whenever water splitting into hydrogen and oxygen by using the electrolysis with the help of renewable resources like wind energy or else hydro energy or else solar energy, we need to produce the green hydrogen. We need to produce the hydrogen. That is called the green hydrogen. Okay. Now we will move on to the statement number one. It is a decarbonized hydrogen obtained from the natural gas, reforming combined with carbon capture and storage. The statement number one is wrong. This will represent the blue hydrogen, not a green hydrogen. What is blue hydrogen? In this statement is given by using the natural gas, we need to produce hydrogen. So by using the natural gas, the hydrogen and carbon dioxide particles will be separated. So those carbon dioxide must be catch and preserve in grounds by using the method called as carbon capture and storage. This phenomena is known as the blue hydrogen. But in this question here, it is asking about the green hydrogen. So the statement number one is wrong. And coming to the statement number two, it is produced using electrolysis of water with electricity generated by renewable energy. This is what the green hydrogen means. Here, electrolysis means by splitting water into hydrogen and oxygen, and by using with electricity generated by renewable energy. So this is the statement number two relating to the green hydrogen. So the statement number two is correct. And coming to the statement number three, National Green Hydrogen Mission of India aims to abatement means reduce abatement of nearly 50 million metric tons of annual and per year. Annual means per year greenhouse gas emissions by 2030. So this national green hydrogen mission is uh, targeted to produce 5 million metric tons of hydrogen per year by 2030, and as well as by reduce 50 million metric tons of greenhouse gas emissions. So these are the two main focus areas of National Green Hydrogen Mission by 2030, targeted by 2030. So statement number 2 and 3 are correct. So option B is the correct explanation for the 45th question. Now here we have one explanation image for these five discussed questions. So we will kept this into our Telegram channel, and our Telegram channel link is provided in our video description. So here you can observe the first question is genetic medicines. It will clearly mention what are the correct statements and why the wrong statements are wrong, why the wrong statements are actually wrong. Now one, two, three, four, fifth question, up to fifth questions, and complete revision for these five questions it will provide, this image will provide. So we will put this image in our Telegram channel, and please, if you feel this content is helpful to our preparation, please do one like to this video, and please do share this video, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you all, your Pawan Kumar.